Hey, once again, this is Sheem Whitmore, be the world's greatest barber.com. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. So, uh, you know, barbering means so much to so many people. And for barbers out there, I want y'all to know that you're going to have times where people come to you and they're going to need you to share some of your life to lift them up, depending on what type of barber that you choose to be. I choose to be like how my barber was. To me, it was always open, always honest. And this week, I saw a young man in his 20s who is currently on his grind, and I admire what he's doing, because I see so much of myself in him, and he had bought this real nice car, and he had it for a while, and he was just, you could tell that he was doing it. He had a brightness in him, and anybody who's ever been in that zone when everything is clicking knows that eye of the tiger, that feeling that you have when everything's clicking and in place. And it's been around a couple months now, and I haven't seen the car. The light, has kind of dimmed out a little bit. So I had the opportunity to talk to him this week, and he was expressing that right now it wasn't the time for the vehicle and things like that. He's still gonna keep his head up, but he said it with such a lack of enthusiasm. I mean, hey, one of the things when you say things are going to be coming your way, you're excited. Be excited about that. Be excited about the lessons that you've learned and that you're going through. And know that you're not the only one that has made a mistake. When I was 20. I had just moved from my hometown of Sacramento and moved down to San Diego. 20 years old, never been out the house. God has set up everything within a series of almost 2 to 3 weeks of me going down there, looking for a job, getting hired, getting a place. Everything just fell into place, and I felt on top of the world. I felt like these blessings were just overwhelming. I got down to San Diego, and everybody was driving nice cars and just living this life that I wanted. And I was like, I can't lose. Everything that I'm touching right now is just turning to gold. You know how that feeling is. I had women, I had a job, had my own place. I was just in that zone. And I made a decision to go out and buy me brand new black on black Chevy Impala, fully loaded. I mean, everything. I was so proud. Drove over to my boy's house, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And that was the feeling that I had. And I got home that night. Something just was like, because it was still in disbelief. It was like, call one more time and just make sure all the loan, everything was right how it's supposed to be, because this is almost unreal. And it was unreal, because when I actually talked to the loan and the bank, the amount of time that I thought or that they had quoted me at before wasn't the amount of time that the loan actually got approved for, which basically crippled my whole financial status, right? I mean, I was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to be able to wipe my ass if I don't have, with payments like this. I'll be like, I have a car, but I could barely pay my place, but how am I gonna afford all this? All because it just didn't add up. The math didn't add up with the payments that were gonna be, And I wasn't a barber at that time. I was working at a 9 to 5 job that was salary. So, and in the first couple months, so there was no promotions or no opportunities to come. And I remember it was very humbling because I had to take that car back and get another vehicle. And it was, hey, what's going on, brother? And it was very humbling.
When you get done?
Yeah.
When you get done?
Yeah, definitely. And it was humbling. And not only was it humbling, it took some of the spark out of that ambition to jump out there, to go and get some of those things. It took something out of it. And I'm here to tell you guys, everything that happens in life is just a lesson, right? It's not for you to keep on continuously punishing yourself or to think that, if it didn't work out the first time, it's going to happen again. But it's for you to say, okay, these are the actions that cause this result. This is the lesson. And then you throw that mental part out of that vision of that. How you got to get that out your head, because you got the lesson and you move forward and you keep on grinding, and you find out that later on the reason why certain things happen were bigger than what you could see at that time. From there, I was able to make certain changes in my life, to go to barber school, to get my money up, to experience all these great things. But at that time, I didn't see how all those dots connected. So I wanted to say, keep your faith. Don't lose that spark. Don't lose that eye. You want something. You want certain things out of life. Then you deserve it. Then you command it, and you go after it. This is your boy, Sheem Whitmore. Like, comment, questions. I'm here for y'all. I love y'all. And keep your head up to the sky. All right. Peace.